Hey everyone, this is Snow. We are actually going to go ahead and stream a match between Kevin Fisher and Mike Ramos in the semifinal round of the first ever Dragon Ball Radio tournament. And so we're getting underway here now, and hopefully we'll have things set up and there's no issues with the stream. So if there are any issues, I do apologize ahead of time. I think I'm good to go. I'm going to let the guys know I'm good to go. Now, unfortunately, my co-host is not here with me right now. I'm going to see if I can get him to respond to me, but it's kind of late at night, and I think he's been under the weather. So we will see if he's able to, and if not, it's completely understandable. But we're going to get out of the way. It's going to be a Ginyu versus Ginyu matchup. With Kevin Fisher playing his Ginyu Black versus Mike Ramos playing his Ginyu Black. I'm so sorry. And Kevin Fisher's going to be playing his Ginyu Orange deck. So we have them both shuffling right now, set up. I'm going to let them know to go ahead and roll. Mike rolled a 7. We'll see how Kevin Fisher. I've played Mike a number of times. I don't think I've ever played Kevin. But if I have Kevin, I do apologize. Kevin rolls 14, so Kevin will be starting. Goes ahead and shuffles his deck a little bit, draws 3 cards, and the match is underway. So it's a Ginyu versus Ginyu matchup. Something that I'm sure we see it in a lot of the locals right now. So I'm kind of excited to see how this goes. These are both decks that gain +1 to all the energy attacks, and I'm sure both are energy attack heavy. Obviously, Ginyu Black can have more control of trying to get rid of allies early, while Orange has the advantage of getting rid of allies pretty much as soon as they hit the field. While Ginyu's gonna have a little more trouble getting rid of the allies once they hit the field on the black side. So, we really got to see how either Kevin's gonna get off some early matches, or Mike's going to be allowed to just kind of control the tempo of the match pretty quickly. I think Kevin has a little bit of advantage from going first, honestly, in this kind of matchup. I don't think that's always the case, but in a Ginyu versus Ginyu heads up, I definitely think the Ginyu deck going first has the advantage. Now, Kevin passed his first turn, discarding down his orange defensive strike. So I'm guessing he has all attacks in his hand, and he went ahead and rejuvenated his orange launcher. We see kind of the same from Mike. Mike discards down his black finger block. I'm assuming we probably won't see as many physical attacks this game, and then go ahead and he rejuvenated overpowering attack. Back over to Kevin, starting his second hand. So turn 3, he's 9, of course, on his Captain Ginyu. 9 stages above 0, rather, to Mike's 7. So we'll see. Man, it looks like we're having another discard down set. Discards a number of different cards now, including Orange Overhead Smash and rejuvenates Blinding Energy Move. Kind of surprised there. Now Mike gets a really good hand right here. He just now got to put Goldo out onto the field, which I'm sure is going to be starting things. Yeah, he goes straight into combat, even though he's not going to have the hand advantage because he played that first card from his hand, but obviously has the ally advantage for this matchup right here. And he's going to start with a black swirl, which is of course going to do 5 life cards in one stage. And he gets to name a card, and the opponent cannot play the card. And he's going to say orange stare down. So he's going to prevent the stare down for this matchup right here. Okay, so it looks like Kevin is going to go ahead and take this damage. Looks like it is a crit. But there's nothing for Mike to do about the crit right now. So Mike's attack goes through, and Kevin starts with an overpowering attack. And I wonder if he'll be grabbing the Jace that went from his discard pile, or perhaps he'll be going into his life deck for maybe a Goldo or Birder. Although against the black with limited opportunities to get that ally removal, I'm surprised we didn't see a Nappa come out on the field to kind of stop some of the setups. But we see a Jace come out. Of course, now with overpowering attack, that's going to do 6 life cards of damage. So we'll see if he gets the crit. And it looks like he will. He hits the crit, which is going to get rid of the Goldo. Yeah, and Goldo goes to the discard pile. Okay. And now, of course, we see Mike responding with a Ginyu ability, which is going to do 5 and 1. However, Kevin goes ahead and blocks that with the orange energy catch. Raises an anger 1 level, and making sure all of his attacks do +2 stages for the rest of this combat. Now, Mike searched for Jace with his Ginyu ability, just so those who are listening and not watching can know what's going on. And of course, now Kevin follows back with his Ginyu level 1 ability, searching his life deck for a champion or an ally, rather. That is stopped with a Black Corruption, which is going to raise his anger once and lower Kevin's down to 0. Now, that also means that Mike is at 3 anger going into just halfway through the first combat here. And of course, Mike pulled out Goldo. Now, since it was blocked, neither of them can use their allies' abilities until they get to 1 stage or less above 0. Mike, of course, left with 1 card left in hand, pulls out the fantastic Black Scout maneuver. Let's see who he's going to name. Orange Stare Down. Okay, so all orange stare downs are gone for Kevin, unless, of course, Mike has one in hand, which I think we'll know in a second. So 1 has been put to the banished pile. 2, we'll see if he gets the 3rd. Does get the 3rd, so all 3 orange stare downs banished for the rest of the game, which really cuts down on Kevin's ability to remove some of the allies off of the field once Black Ginyu gets them out. Now we'll see Orange Uppercut getting laid, which is a physical attack, so we could see a physical block being used here. Now he did pay the 2 stages, so Ginyu's now 1 stage above 0, which makes a big difference. This is going to do, I think, it's just going to do the 4 stages of damage. He's saying it does 6. Maybe I've... Oh, yeah, of course. Of course it does 6 because of the orange energy catch. But, however, this also means, since he went down the stages, that Jace, on Mike's side, can use his energy attack. Now, Mike is out of cards in hand, so this is really going to be a chance for this orange Ginyu to take advantage of the battlefield right now. You know, there are no blocks coming from Mike. Now, he passes. I'm surprised. Maybe he's going to try to absorb some damage with Ginyu for a second. I mean, with Jace. Because, of course, these are all doing +2 stages of damage. So this is 6 and 2, but, of course, I can't comment on the damage being dealt. So if he's not going to remember the 2 stages, there's nothing I can do about it. Which it did crit. He got rid of the Jace, which would have absorbed the 2 stages, I think, had they been paying attention. Drops out another overpowering attack. He's going to search his deck now for, I'm guessing Birder. Yeah, Birder. He's getting Birder out. Kevin's pulling Birder. Doing another attack for 6 life cards, 2 stages. But I don't think the stages... oh, there he goes. He does remember the stages this time. Okay. It actually did 4 stages because he grabbed the Birder, but I don't think they remember that. He's getting a lot of crits now, guys. Lowering a lot of anger. And Mike's just in a position of just passing. That early crit that he got, that Kevin got to get Goldo off the table has really helped. And And we see that the whole combat ends. Of course, one of the big benefits is using Orange Mastery. Kevin just got to pull out from his discard pile the Orange Aura Drill, giving all of his energy attacks plus 2 life cards for the rest of combat. A crucial card for him right now when it's 39 to 34 cards. And we still see the hand advantage of Kevin. He throws out the Villainous Visage, which I really think is a staple in a lot of these Ginyu decks right now. Or even if they're running Nappa, throws out Villainous Visage, and we'll see he's putting he enters combat after powering everybody up. And I know we're going to see an early Captain Ginyu using his ability just right off the bat. There goes the 3 stages. And he's going to search in and probably pull Raccoon to get the full Ginyu Force out. Kevin responds with another Black Corruption, raising his anger to 4, lowering Kevin back down to 0 anger. Now, I noticed in my Orange Ginyu, it's kind of hard to get past that first stage because Orange doesn't have a lot of anger build. Now, you do get some, but not a whole lot. And I know Ryan's getting on. It looks like I'm currently streaming the semifinals. If you want to join in, I just went ahead and let him know. We may or may not. And I'm sorry, I did miss. Kevin went ahead and used Jace's ability. So he's using 8 life cards, 2 power stages. Continuing to bring the onslaught on, gets another crit. Of course, going to lower Mike's anger. Mike passes. He must be drawn dead at this point. We're looking like this will be a quick round 1 to Kevin right now. And I'm not trying to jinx anything. That's how it's looking like it's going right now. We'll see how this continues to transpire. He uses Raccoon's ability for 5 stages. Now that gets stopped by... Oh, it does not. I'm sorry. I thought he was playing a card from hand. That's not going to hit the crit. Just going to get 3 cards off of the top with thanks to Endurance. Now he's paying stages with Birder. Going to go ahead and throw out Orange PowerPoint. Very strong attack. Blocked by a Black Adaptation. And... of course, that means that card is going to be banished, and he's going to have any copies, or a copy rather, from his discard pile and life deck banished. Looks like there was not one in the life deck. Or in the discard pile, which makes you wonder if they're all sitting in his hand. Mike passes again. Kevin passes. Oh, now he's got to discard down a card. Drops the orange cover up. Okay. Of course, now at this point, though, Mike's Ginyu has 2 stages. He's entering combat with 2 stages. I think Mike's just trying to end it as quickly as possible for him. 18 cards left in his life deck to the 34 of Kevin's. Starting with the overpowering attack. Blocked by Goldo on Kevin's side. Pulling his own Goldo from his discard pile. Set at 5 stages above 0. Now, he does get a free block now, unless we see something like a orange launcher come out into play. Because we know the stare downs won't be hitting. But the launcher could immediately hit. Let's see. Nope, instead we see Kevin throwing out the blinding energy move, banishing an orange uppercut, and Captain Ginyu body search to use. It's getting blocked by Black Adaptation. Of course, it's not a hit effect. But the damage is not going to go through. At the beginning of the next action, it's going to end combat. So Mike's combat is ended. But he does get what he needs. He pulls out the Goldo. Now that was stopped under the black adaptation, so we were banishing the cards. I need to get that banished. Combat ends. Kevin Fisher is going to go ahead and discard down. Discard another orange cover up and an orange refocus. And those are just physical blockers. Probably not really going to see a lot of physical attacks going on, especially near the tail end of this match, I expect. Let's see what we have going on with Kevin. He's, untapping everything, powering him up all now. Are we going to see combat is the question. And no, we have another example of Kevin discarding down, playing very defensively this set. Rejuvenating another copy of Orange R Drill. Now, I don't run 2 copies of that drill. I'm surprised to see 2 here. But, we haven't really seen any of the defensive drills hit for Kevin yet this set. Mike's getting some more on the field, more stages on his champs, on his characters rather. See him discarding down now. Back to Kevin. Kevin will enter combat. Mike is down to just 13 cards in deck. Kevin opens with the stare down. Showing Mike's hand of a Captain Ginyu body switch, which would be great. Stare down himself, a Dragon Ball, and Black Reflection. At this point, I think Black Reflection's the card that has to go. We'll see what Kevin thinks. He may get rid of the stare down. Nope, it is the Black Reflection. Black Reflection gets discarded. Over to Mike, and I think we know what Mike's going to play now is going to be the stare down. Although what he needs to play, I think what he should have played that combat was the body switch, because now his Ginyu's stuck. Because if next attack Kevin goes ahead and uses Ginyu's ability, he'll be under Mike's personality stages. We'll see a switch. No, actually, because there won't be a block. So the stages are going to get taken. We'll see how he plays it. I would take the stages at this point, just to get beneath him so I can use my my next ability. He does. He takes the hit. I mean, he has no choice. I mean, he couldn't block with Goldo anyway. What am I thinking? I'm smoking crack. Kevin forgot about the stages too. And Goldo is gone. We'll see. Just like we thought, Mike's going to go ahead and use his Captain Ginyu body switch, which I think we'll probably see Kevin finish it here, though. Use a Jace. Jace will pretty much finish it up. I wouldn't have switched there. I would have finished up with Jace. I would have used Jace's ability. Because then I could have leveled up after that with the body change, body switch, and finished it. But I guess with Villainous Visage, we'll probably see it end here. He'll take the hit of the 5 cards. Probably not use any endurance. He does use endurance. Takes 2 cards of damage. That's game. Mike has 2 cards left in his deck. That's game. We're seeing reset for the next match. I'll see how they play this out. I know some people always have the loser go first after. Other people prefer to continue to do the rolls. Don't know how these guys are going to play. I think they're taking a brief intermission, and I will too. Gavin will be going first this time as well. I'm back, everybody. By the way, See, early allies out for both. Sorry, everybody. Had my wife come into the room. Got early allies out for both. We see it's going back to Kevin's turn. Kevin's putting an orange focusing drill and orange devouring drill. Probably going to go ahead and rejuvenate and end his turn. Now, of course, Mike has... Yep, that's exactly what you see him doing. Now, of course, Mike has Raccoon out already. Entering combat, Mike is with 4 cards in hand. Kevin also has 4 now after his draw. Mike opening up with can use level 1 power. Searching his deck. More than likely. Oh, time getting thrown out by Kevin. Early game time. I know that's gotta leave a sting for Mike right now. We'll obviously see the level 1 Ginyu move getting played out by Kevin now. We'll see what Mike responds with. Kevin is pulling out an ally. Let's see who he pulls. Pulling out the Goldo. We'll see if it hits or not. No, gets stopped by a Black Corruption. Plays now on Mike. Mike's going to throw a devastating blow to banish that time, even though the damage doesn't go through. Get some anger out of it. Now we see orange distracting beam. It's stopped by another Black Corruption. Followed by an orange PowerPoint. Now, see, I don't know about that play. I may have had the orange distracting beam go first, even though I know it ended up getting blocked. And orange PowerPoint did not. Now you get to search for the drill. I just don't know how I would have done that. Does a crit. We see orange steady drill hit the table. So now we see the defensive drills coming out. Getting rid of the Ginyu. I mean the Goldo. For the crit. And, what does he have up his sleeve now? Kevin passes. It's now Kevin's turn. 3 cards into Kevin's hand. I really think, in my opinion, that right now, orange can be built many different ways. We see the orange burning aura drill, or orange aura drill, coming out from Kevin, giving him that obviously increased energy attacks for the remainder of the game. He'll go ahead and rejuvenate himself, his orange refocus. And we'll see the turn pass over to Mike. Now Mike gets out Black Smoothest drill. He's going to be able to have that extra card, that hand advantage now going into matches. Turn goes back to Kevin. Powering up his Ginyu Force. Entering combat. Now we will see a large hand advantage to Mike this combat now. Kevin opens with Ginyu's ability. Pulling the Raccoon. and it hits, and he passes off the effect to Goldo for the block. Mike opens with a stare down, showing a lot of great cards right now in Kevin's hand, which would be a fantastic setup. He has an orange launcher, has an orange uppercut, has the overpowering attack, and a body switch. Just an absolutely dominant hand right now. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a favorite combo of mine go off if Orange Uppercut is not the card that gets banned. Mike showing a little bit of a frustration in the chat here. I know it's got to be. It's never fun. Losing, especially when you have to get streamed, but he's been a good sport. He gets rid of the overpowering attack. See the body switch, which, you know, this is the second time we've seen it come out so early. I probably would have played it a little bit differently. I would have played the orange uppercut to pull out orange burning attack, the one that allows you to, it costs 1 for 2 stages. With the buffs he has now, that's 1 power stage for now 5 life cards of damage. And I would have started that chain. I would have let Jace use all of his abilities. I would have let Raccoon use all of his. And then I would have leveled him up. That's just how I would have done it. I would have played it a little bit differently than we just saw. Now we see Black Defensive Burst. He using Goldo because he can, because he selected him from his ability. Now we'll see a lot of extra damage coming out from Captain Ginyu and Kevin's Captain Ginyu probably for the rest of the game. You may see a near ending this combat. Okay, so we see the orange uppercut coming out. Let's see what he names. It's going to do quite a bit of damage here because you have the buffers, the boosts from Goldo. He may pull out an overpowering attack though. I wouldn't be surprised to see that either. But orange burning attack would be what I would be using. I may be saying the wrong name, by the way, everybody. Pulling out a stare down. I can see that. Hits, we'll see the kind of damage. It's going to do some serious damage now. He blocks it with the black finger block. See Black Swirl coming out. He's going to probably name Orange Stare Down. Yep. Gets blocked by Orange Steady Drill. Now we know he's sitting in his hand now is Orange Stare Down. I believe an orange launcher. He used his level 2 ability. Now we have Mike throwing out a black energy web. It hits, so no more energy attacks on remainder of combat, but he couldn't use his stare down anyway. You know, but if you look now, and this is just my opinion again, guys, you see the Jace sitting out unused. You see Raccoon sitting out unused. I just don't know if I would have used that early the Captain Ginyu body change. And now you see Jace getting dang off the board from the crit. Kevin's passing because you can't use his allies. And now we see level 1 Captain Ginyu on Mike getting used. It does hit. He's likely to pull out a Jace. I think he still has Jace available. Pulling Jace out, getting that extra hit. I mean, that's exactly what we're going to see happen. This is still anybody's game right now. He could get a couple of solid crits. He could get a crit out right now with Jace. I do think Kevin still has that. Oh, there it is, the orange launcher. Getting the Jace back off the table. Yep. It's 3 life, but it really should have been 5 life in 2 stages. And it looks like good guy Mike remembers that. Mike's going to start his turn out. Now, I know we've seen a couple misplays, in my opinion, here from Kevin, but you know he still has the dominant deck control right now. He has much higher remaining cards in deck, and I just don't see a strong early return. I just don't think Black has the cards for it yet, but we'll see. I could be wrong. We'll see Black side thrust getting put back to the bottom now. He does have 2 cards in hand again, Mike does, because of the Black Smoothness drill. And there it is, Dragon Ball 7 coming out. You know, I don't run Dragon Balls in my Orange Ginyu. Seeing that 7 hit the field, that becomes a dangerous card out to have out too. And so I expect that we'll see him pass. Top 3 gets milled off of Mike's deck, of course. We did see, by the way, the crit from the previous match pull in Orange Energy Dandrill, which is a great card, I think, in energy decks, in orange energy decks right now. Getting that extra mill, the card, you get to choose what card gets destroyed pretty much once per combat, as long as you have a successful energy. Now, we do see Kevin entering, which is a little bit surprising. And opening with Ginyu, which will pull back the Jace, and of course put him at that next stage now. So we will see a stage 3 Ginyu, no crit abilities, which is the only way Black can really get something off the field is via crits. So I don't think we'll see anybody falling off of Mike anymore, unless, of course, I don't have access to his RFG. If he has an orange stare down sitting there, of course, Black could possibly play that. We see the orange stare down, orange energy catch, and orange PowerPoint sitting in Kevin's hand right now. The PowerPoint's going to go. He still has plenty of attacks to use. He has the Raccoon, which can, of course, get the bottom card from the discard pile of Kevin now. He has the Jace. We're going to see a very, very big combat here. Could be probably close to the last combat of the game. It's going to be either this combat or next combat, I think, that we'll see the end. Now Jace comes out, raising the anger up, putting it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 life out from that one attack. Strong attack, and he can also use the orange energy Dandrill, and it hits. It's funny watching my cats slide down a banister on accident. We just moved in a new house, everybody. It does crit. Lowering the angle of Mike again. Mike's throwing out a second stare down. Just kind of grasping at straws. We're going to see the orange stare down get discarded this time. Now we're going to see the Raccoon, I expect. Of course, you guys notice, you see the chat. I don't mention these things to people while they're playing, and they have too much going on to really be listening to this this cast. After this, I may put on a delay for future in case someone does decide to cheat, but I just don't think that's going to be the case. There's the Raccoon hitting for 2 and 2. Pay the 2 stages. He does. Orange refocus back onto the table because that was the bottom card. And of course, use black DBZ mastery. And what he's going to discard is going to be orange refocus. Mike discarded black scout maneuver. Now that is the end of attacks for Kevin in this hand. So we'll see some passing happening now. Probably on both sides. Stepped in just to reiterate that he was being honest. And we see Mike pass. We're going to see a pass from Kevin. He has nothing to do. He did forget about that orange energy Dandra. And you know what? Orange Ginyu has a lot going on. Can't really blame him. Have to keep up with everything. Nine cards left in Mike's deck. We know the card's coming into Kevin's next hand because he set that up with Dragon Ball 7. Combat. This is probably the game. Mike opens with an overpowering attack of his own. Let's see who he'll pull. Goldo back out because, of course, that puts him at 1 power stage so he can use the Goldo. I do wonder if he should have just, if he had any allies left, he'd have to look in his discard pile. I don't know what was there. If he had an ally, you almost wonder if he should have just gotten the other ally up. But here comes the stare down. Doesn't matter. Goldo's gone, and that's going to be game. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 life cards. Or no, sorry. Yeah, it's 9 life cards. Of course, I can't explain that he was wrong. He says 7, and that's what they're going to go with. Forgot the additional 2 from Captain Ginyu. Let's see how many survives by. 1, 2, 2 Dragon Balls. There you go, Captain Ginyu's body switch. That energy attack went through, meaning there's really nothing left for Mike this match. It's going to go 2-0 to Kevin. This has been a great game, guys. And that's game. So we're going to end the stream now. A stream will be posted to YouTube as well. Kevin, congratulations going to the next round. Thank you guys for tuning in to this one. I know it was not the perfect opportunity for me to go ahead and stream this, but it was just one person. I think we're going to see a lot more of 2-man hostings, and I think it'll go a lot better and be a lot smoother then. Have a little more banter of 2 people going back and forth. And I'm going to go and exit this game, close the source, and thank you guys again so much. You will see this on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, give me any feedback that you have, and I look forward to doing a lot more of these games. Goodbye.